Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is an evening class given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on November 22nd, 2019 at New Panihati Dham in Atlanta, Georgia, USA.
Karoti vachalam pangalang ayatreganim yatithatavan manne Sri Gurum Nanadhanam Paramahanandamadavam Sri Caitanya Iswaram Harihi Om Tat Sat. So yesterday we discussed Lord Caitanya assuming the form of Mahadeva, more incarnation. So they should explain that last time, how Lord Caitanya assumed the form of Lord Varaha and had 4 hosts. So, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada Goswami, he explained, my bodies may claim to be God, but they cannot produce 4 hosts to become Mahadeva or any of the other avatars. Anyway, today we're going to read how Mahari Gupta glorifies the Lord after he manifested these different pastimes in the house of Mahari Gupta. So seeing the unprecedented sight of Lord Caitanya assuming the form of Lord Varaha, the more incarnation, Mahari Gupta became stunned. He was unable to find any words to speak, although the Lord had asked him to please explain what he had seen. So Lord Caitanya said to Mahari Gupta, speak up, do not be afraid. All these days you did not know that I am here. I am here. Haribo. So, it's in the Chaitanya Mangal. My Korcha is in Sanskrit. That's why I let Vishwambar translate it. Read the translation, because I don't know Sanskrit. Mahari Gupta, he fell down on the ground at the Lord's feet and said, Prabhu, Swayambhu, Lord Brahma does not know your activities.
Lord Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita, indeed, you alone know yourself by your own internal potency, O Supreme Person.
ইহা বলি পড়িল গীতার এক শ্লোক প্রাকৃত প্রবন্ধে নাহি শুনো সর্বলোক.
Having said this, then Murari quoted a verse from Bhagavad Gita.
Well, I'm going to repeat this verse. Please listen. Chaitanya Mangal.
ইহা বলি পড়িল গীতার এক শ্লোক প্রাকৃত প্রবন্ধে নাহি শুন সর্বলোক
Same verse.
Having said this,
No, it's not. You're going to solve the same verse, 10:15.
আপনে আপনা তুমি জানো মহাপ্রভু তোমা বহি তোমারে না জানে আর কেহ
O Supreme Personality of Godhead, you alone know yourself. No one else knows you.
কম্পিত মুরারি কহে করিয়া মিনতি তুমি সে জানো প্রভু তোমার যে স্তুতি
So trembling when I spoke, in a very humble voice. You don't know yourself, Prabhu. So when Mayutta saw the Varaha form of the Lord, he trembled out of fear. So when Mayutta became hesitant to speak, Lord Caitanya told him, don't be afraid, just speak. So for so many days you didn't know who I am. I am actually the fountainhead of all the Vishnu avatars. So when Lord Gaurasundara showed his divine powers, then his devotees could understand who he really was. He was the Supreme Lord. Although the Lord brought these pastimes into the vision of his close associate devotees. So those who had firm faith in the associates of Lord Caitanya could understand that Lord Sundar was not different from Lord Krishna. He is the source of all incarnations. So these pastimes of the Lord have been recorded for the benefit of people to understand who Lord Caitanya really is. Those Vaishnavas who like to hear about the Lord's pastimes and who are inclined to serving the Lord, they can properly describe who the Lord is by these pastimes. Poets, writers, and literateurs attached to material enjoyment can never properly describe the characteristics of the Supreme Lord. The mundane philosophers, material conceptions under the influence of the three modes of material nature will never be able to comprehend the transcendental prowess of the Lord Sundara. Rather, because of their offensive nature, and because they are averse to the service of the Supreme Lord, and because they are bereft of proper association with saintly people, they display pride and foolishness. Thus, they simply commit offenses at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. but the fortunate devotees who are attached to the service of the Supreme Lord can easily understand the transcendental powers of the Lord and gain freedom from the clutches of material energy and material consumption. See, the materialists, because of their offensive nature, are unable to realize the true meaning of the word Adhoksaja, or that which transcends the limits of sense perception. I think that the Adhoksaja Sri Caitanya is the ordinary conditioned soul. And that he is prone to material enjoyment. So as a result, they're also forced to consider Sri Guru Deva and Srila Prabhupada is most dear to Sri Chaitanya as a mortal being and create offenses of opinion in order to exhibit their envious nature against the Vaishnava.
অনন্ত ব্রহ্মাণ্ড যার এক ফণে ধরে সহস্র বদন হই যারে স্তুতি করে তবু নাহি পায় অন্ত সেই প্রভু কয় তোমার স্তবেতে আর কে সমর্থ হয়।
So in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, it says that Ananta Deva, on one of his hoods, holds unlimited universes. He, with his thousands of heads, constantly glorifies the qualities of the Lord. But he admits he is unable to come to the end of it. So many transcendental qualities are there. So if he cannot glorify Lord Gauranga, Lord Krishna, fully, who is capable of doing so? Who? Are you? Those who are capable, raise your hand. No one can surpass another day in glorifying the Lord. Yet he cannot, he is not satiated. He can find the end of the glories of the Lord. So who can do it? If he can't do it, nobody can do it. Mary Gupta Korcha, Sanskrit. Give a mic.
ततस्तं भगवान् प्राह पुनः शुश्लक्ष्णया गिरा किं मां जानाति वेदोऽयं वैद्यः प्राह सतं प्रभुम्।
অনন্তর ভগবান তাহাকে সুমধুর স্বরে সম্বোধনপূর্বক বলিলেন বেদ কি আমাকে জানিতে পারে সেই বৈদ্য ও আমার প্রভুকে বলিলেন।
Then the Lord, the reservoir of all opulence, again addressed Murari Gupta in a very gentle tone. What can the Veda know of me? The physician replied to him as follows.
তবে সই পুনরূপী কহে গৌর হরি বেদের শকতি আমা কি জানিতে পারি।
Lord Hari said, to the Vedas have the power to know me fully.
वेदस्य शक्तिर्नास्ति त्वं वक्तुं गुह्योऽसि सर्वदा तच्छ्रुत्वा भगवान् प्राह वेदो विडम्बत्यलम्।
হে প্রভু, তোমাকে জানিতে বেদেরও শক্তি নাই, তুমি সর্বদা গুহ্য। এই কথা শুনিয়া ভগবান বলিলেন, বেদ আমার যথেষ্ট বিড়ম্বনাই করে।
Murai Gupta replied, "The Veda has no ability to speak of you. Your nature is always confidential." Hearing this, the Lord said, "The Veda mocks me."
মুরারি কহয়ে পুনঃ কদা কাতর বচন, তোর তত্ত্ব নাহি জানে সহস্র বদন।
The voice choked out with emotion. Rayuta, the physician, he spoke, and even the thousand-headed Ananta Deva, Ananda Sesha, has no power to know the truth about you, what to speak of others.
বেদে কি জানিব তোর আচরণ তত্ত্ব, কেহ নাহি জানে প্রভু তোর মাহাত্ম্য।
So how can the Vedas know the truth of your pastimes? No one knows the limit of your glories.
যে বেদের মতো করে সকল সংসার, সেই বেদে সর্বতত্ত্ব না জানে তোমার।
So the Vedas are the instructions written down, which to some extent write some of the glories of the Lord. But Vedas have their limitation. Since the Lord is Atokshada, He's inconceivable by ordinary words. So how can the Vedas write down all the esoteric meaning of the Lord's pastimes? They can just give some external reason or external activities of the Lord's pastimes. But what are all the meanings? What's the esoteric message of each of the pastimes? That is very deep and very confidential. And the Vedas can only reveal some. And even Anantadeva cannot reveal all. So there's always more things which are achieved by Krishna. You see, in the West, they say something horrible. Killing two birds with one stone. We don't want to kill any birds. We don't want to kill anything. In Bengali, they say, Ras Deki Kola Recha. See the Ras Yatra and sell your bananas. That means, not to sell your bananas, go to the Ras Yatra, see it, and there are many people there, they can buy some bananas. You can do two things with one word. So, but Krishna is doing two things. He does so many things with one activity that even Ananta Sesha, he can't find the end of it. So, the persons who read the Vedas can understand something about the Lord, but nobody can understand in full. Now, if you have love for the Lord, then you can see things that others cannot see. The Lord reveals Himself to His lovely devotees. And so they may see some qualities in Krishna which are not easily visible to the envious souls. I want to speak, to the ordinary soul, what to speak of the envious souls. They can't see the Lord's glories at all. So at least we know something of the Lord from the Vedas, but not that the Vedas can describe the Lord in full.
যত দেখি শুনি প্রভু অনন্ত ভুবন তরলম কূপে গিয়া মিলায় যখন।
So, Mahavishnu, who is the partial expansion of Lord Krishna, he holds the unlimited universes in the pores of his skin, of the hair, skin pores. So what to see? How is one? Look over at night. One universe, so many galaxies, so many stars. All one. This is one universe. They're unlimited universe. They're absorbed in the skin pores of Mahavishnu. And then he manifests these universes again. How great is the Lord? Cannot begin to conceive how great he is.
হেন সদানন্দ তুমি যে করো যক্ষণে বলো দেখি বেদে তাহা জানিবে কে মনে।
Lord is always filled with bliss and with all the different activities he does. So, therefore, he's inconceivable even to the Vedas. How many more verses on this section? The different aspects of the Vedas. Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. So, people that are expert in the Karma Kanda part of the Vedas cannot understand the esoteric description of the Lord's pastime. This description of the Lord's pastime, which is even limited in the Vedas. Now, Vedas have more detail of what the Lord does than any other scripture of the world. Nothing else. The 108 Upanishads, 4 Vedas, 108 Upanishads, 18 Puranas, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, and many Samhitas and histories. Vedas are vast. They describe many pastimes of the Lord. Still, they are limited. And the Lord is unlimited. So, and what we're trying to do is give the Vedic knowledge to the Western world, to the whole world. But we should know that whatever we're able to present, even though it is more than anywhere else, still the Lord is greater than what we're able to present. Now, the devotees of the Lord, those who have awakened their natural affection and love for the Lord, are able to realize more about the Lord than even the Vedas have. So we're trying to Lord Caitanya, he gave out this love of Krishna very freely. The love of Krishna is the secret means to understand more about Krishna than either the Vedas. Are there any questions or comments you'd like to make?
Pranam Guru Maharaj. In yoga, in yoga practices, we feel immediate relief and stress-free situation. And to develop bhakti yoga or chanting Krishna consciousness or Mahamantra and everything, it takes little time to develop our bhakti. So what we should do, that we should immediately start getting relief and fasten the process of having Krishna consciousness bhakti. What we should do in this concern.
The other yogas, like Harkit Maharaj, when he went, he had 7 days to live. He wanted to know which yoga practice could give him liberation in 7 days. And none of the yogis there, Jnana yogis, the Astanga yogis, the Karma yogis, nobody thought that in 7 days they could guarantee him success. The Hatha yogis, Astanga yogis, 7 days you can hardly learn how to sit. With one asana, two asanas, you can learn how to learn all the asanas. And Hatha is just the first step of the 8 practices. So Krishna says in the Gita that Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mang Pavajate, that after many, many births, the Jnana Yogi, he can realize me. So I know, whereas you can achieve Krishna in 1 second if you fully surrender to Krishna. You can chant the holy name of Krishna. Immediately you can achieve Krishna. He says, those that know Janma Karma Chide Divyam Evam Yodeti Tat Tata Taktam Deham Varna Janma Naiti Rameti Sojura. You know that Krishna, his birth and activities are transcendental. At the time of leaving this body, you don't have to take birth again. How do you say this is a long process? A very quick process. As long as we drag our feet, if we don't want to surrender, we don't want to chant, we don't want to do the things, then it's long. If we surrender, if we accept the right spiritual master, if we chant Hare Krishna, if we do that service very methodically, naturally it takes very little time. I met one girl, she was for 2 years in South India on yoga ashram, 2 or 3 years. And she said, she came to Mayapur and she chanted Hare Krishna, attended the artis, Mangal arti, Sangha arti. She said like 3-4 days, she felt so much happiness. So she was asking, how is it possible? I spent 3 years doing yoga. I didn't feel this much happiness, and I'm feeling in a few days. So then we told her that this is Bhakti Yoga. And she said, it's too good to be true, it can't be true. And she left. Because she thought the same thing you. How is it possible? How is it possible? I think so, but it must be my imagination. So, what the Prabhupada said, the secret of success is to please the previous acharyas. So, we want the devotees to try to please Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas. And this way, they can achieve success very quickly. Is that right?
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for amazing lecture. Guru Maharaj, I have this question about the Vedas. Do Vedas talk about any Sankirtan Yajna or Bhakti Yoga? And if they do not, why Vedas are written in such a way that they do not even mention about this blissful process?
The Vedas mention about Bhakti Yoga. Of course, they mention the whole Bhagavad Gita, the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is all about Bhakti Yoga. throughout the Vedas, Bhakti Yoga is mentioned. But the Jnana Yogis, they don't read the Bhakti Yoga section. The Ashtanga Yogis, they don't read the Bhakti Yoga section. It's there. That's why when we say the Bhakti Yoga to the other yogis, they're amazed. Oh, this is there, the Vedas? They know nothing. But they don't read that part. But it's there. Read the whole chapter of the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It's all about Bhakti Yoga. And there's so many places that Bhakti Yoga is mentioned. Why do you think it's not mentioned in the Vedas?
Because the Vedas, in India, what I learned that Vedas are considered just the 4 Vedas. Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita is part of Mahabharata, which is considered the 5th Veda, but which is not exactly the line in the line of the Vedas.
In the Rig Veda, it says, Om Krishna Vai Sachidananda Guna Krishna Adi Purusa Krishna Purusa Dhammaha. And in the Brahmastam Veda it says the similar thing. But in the Rig Veda it's there. It's not that it's not there.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol. Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Guru Maharaj, sometimes some congregation devotees asking a question that they are working outside very hard, so every day they cannot complete their rounds, and next day they try, but that time also have difficulties. What will be happen? Yes. How they can?
And principle, of course, I can tell who is they can speak to me, the mighty disciple, or anyone for that matter. I can try to guide them. But in general, the idea is that they should chant in the morning something, and then as far as my disciple are concerned, I think that it's all right if they're at the workplace, driving to work, somehow they can use a counting machine to chant. In city traffic, you can't chant. In the highway, you can chant. So with the highway, it's more or less automatic. And city traffic, stop, all over, it's very difficult to chant. They can play a Bhagavad Gita audio version or some classes, their guru class, Prabhupada's class, and they can listen during the traffic jam. But otherwise, they can chant using a conjure, say that they have to go from one place to the doctor. He has to go and see the patients. He can keep a clicker in his pocket, chant when he walks from one ward to the next. So I met one man, he said that he couldn't chant. So he was director of a factory. So I told him that use a counting machine. And his job was he had to walk and see that everybody was working in the factory. So I said, use a counter. He said, people said, boss, what's that in your head? What are you doing? I said, I'm seeing you're working, I'm calculating everything. Wow. So he came back and told me, wow, I did 15 rounds. 15 rounds in one day. I never knew that, He'd walk the whole day and he'd be spacing out. And now when he used the counter, he was 15 rounds. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable to use a beat. I get them to somehow or another chant. Some nurses, I was in the hospital, nurses, doctors, practitioners, I would get them to chant. I couldn't give, we're not supposed to give away beats. We can tell people, we can give it out, and they commit some offense. We're responsible. So I give them a contract. Say, keep it about it. The thing at the nurses station, sometimes have our no maybe they call, sometimes I visit the call. So that way I would at least check some rounds in a day. So I had the nurses and everybody chanting in the hospital.
Haribol.
I said, you're a doctor of the body, I want you to be a doctor of the soul too. So, that's a general principle, but if I know specific detail, I can write. Last question.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Adi Sattva Devidas. Adi Sattva.
Adi Sattva, okay.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Yeah,
All glories to you.
tell.
All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my most respectful obeisances and Dandavat Pranam. Guru Maharaj, I was trying to preach a gentleman in New York very recently, and also it happened before also, that the gentleman was asking me that where in Bhagavad Gita it mentioned that you cannot eat fish, meat and all. So I told him that is Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam, that slok, but he wasn't happy. Both of the times people were not happy with my preaching. So I want to know if you have got any suggestion, please. So next time people ask me, I can just, give them a better answer.
Gita says that if we eat food that's offered to the Lord and sacrifice, then you get rid of sins. For the Lord only accepts vegetarian food. But there are many places in the Vedic scriptures that talk about vegetarianism. In the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the personality of Kali was arrested by Parikshit Maharaj because he was eating a cow and a bull. So Parikshit Maharaj said, I'll give you 4 places to stay. And he said, you can stay where there's illicit sex, where there's gambling, where there's intoxication, and where there's eating of meat, fish, and eggs. So then the personality Kali said, actually these places don't exist in your empire. I have nowhere to stay. So then he said, well, you can stay where there's hoarding of gold. Where there's hoarding of gold, all these things are there. So, what with that? Maybe Bhagavad Gita is not so explicit, but we should take food that's offered to the Lord. And He doesn't take meat, fish, or eggs, onions, or garlic. So that's the principle. And the Gita mentions the 3 kinds of food: sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. So tamasic food is the non-veg food. that verse is also there. I didn't specifically think many other verses in the Gita. Thank you very much.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.